Colby Covington, chaos returns, and he's going to be taking on Walking Buckley, I think, in the Florida main event at the weekend. Very, very unexpected kind of thing. Colby Covington coming out of the cupboard, out of literally nowhere to fight Walking Buckley on short notice. Like, I really did not expect this matchup to happen, like, at all. Originally, this was the Buck versus the Cook. It was Ian Gary versus Walking Buckley. But then Colby could have swooped in out of nowhere after taking another year off and gets himself a main event against Buckley. This is a good fight. I like this fight a lot, to be honest with you. When I first saw it announced, I was like, oh, like, I'll go Colby on this one. And I thought Colby's kind of pressure moving forward is going to get to Buckley. But the more I think about it and the more I kind of watch about these two, I think Walking Buckley is going to chin Colby Covington in the second round up against the cage. That's kind of my prediction about this fight. We'll start with Colby. Kind of one of the most controversial fighters in UFC history. Like, listen, we all know Colby's game. He's going to chat a bunch of shit. He's going to cross a bunch of lines. And he's going to try to get under your skin to affect your game when you're in that cage. It hasn't worked the last few fights. His last fight against Leon Edwards, he crossed every single line possible, bringing up his dad. And then he went in there and did fucking nothing the whole fight. And I genuinely thought that way he lost was worse than getting KO'd. The way he fought and the amount of shit he was chatting. And the fact he paraded around the ring after like he won. It was just a bit pathetic. And I just think if you look at Colby's kind of recent performances and activity, it's fucking terrible. Okay? March 2022, he beat Masvidal, no longer in the UFC. September 2020, he beat Tyron Woodley, no longer in the UFC. August 2019, he beat Robbie Lawler, no longer in the UFC. The last time he got a win against someone in the UFC was 2018. I've been saying this. You cannot tell me that Colby Covington is a top 5 welterweight now. He is not a top 5 welterweight anymore. If we have a look here, we have the rankings. So we have Bilal Muhammad as champion. Leon Edwards, number 1 contender. He lost to Leon, so he's not better than Leon Edwards. Shavkat just beat Ian Gary. I think we all agree Shavkat will beat Colby Covington. Kamaru Usman has 2 wins over Colby Covington. He's better than Colby. Jack Della Maddalena would fucking blast his chin into oblivion, okay? JDM was going to save this division. JDM's going to make welterweight great again. Sean Brady, I think Brady beats him as well. And then we have Colby Covington at number 6. Ian Gary's number 7 could beat him, and Walking Buckley's number 9, Gilbert Burns number 8. So Walking Buckley is fighting Colby next. I think Colby can definitely win this fight though. This isn't a guaranteed, like, I just think Buckley's going to be able to catch him backing up. And not similar, but almost in a way of like he did against Wonderboy. Like in that Wonderboy fight, Buckley was using a lot of wrestling. Wonderboy was definitely having his way on the feet at moments. But then again, I say it, who isn't Wonderboy going to beat on the feet? Like, let's be honest here, like the dude is an absolute savage on the feet. Buckley's kind of got this weird striking of he's always moving, but like not really moving anywhere. In a way of just, he's always kind of moving his body and he's rarely taking a step forward. And I feel like Buckley's going to be able to throw some straight punches to where Colby's going to back up. And I can see him catching him with a massive fucking overhand right. I like Buckley's power at welterweight. I really feel like he had like a stint at middleweight, which was just trying to get his feet wet in the UFC. And when he did, he went on a bit of a loss streak. Like, he's on a 5-fight win streak now, and you know, he's got 3 finishes over some good people. And you know, he went on like a 2-fight loss streak. He lost to Imavov and he lost to Chris Curtis. Chris Curtis isn't exactly a top middleweight, but he's still a decent middleweight. He's got heavy hands and really good boxing. Imavov is one of the top middleweights in the world. He's 1 fight away from a title fight. Do you know what I mean? So it's not the worst losses in the world. But then he went on a streak of people like Wonderboy, okay? KO'd Wonderboy as well. Like, I know it was older Wonderboy, but fucking KO'ing Wonderboy is fucking great achievement. Then he finished Vicente Luque. We've never seen anyone finish Vicente Luque the way Buckley did. He made him quit in the middle of the cage, and no one did anything about it. Like, it was fucking insane. Alex Morono as well, not exactly the best win, but still a decent name win if you know who he is. Andre Fiallo as well, and then he beat the Russian as well. Like, that's a very impressive 5-fight win streak, and Buckley was underdog in a few of those fights as well. The thing about Colby Covington is he's been so inactive, which is going to play in his favour. And like I mentioned there, Buckley on a nice 5-fight win streak has been active. They're all that 5-fight win streak in the space of May 2020, 2023. May 20th, 2023, those 5 fights. He's been active. He seems to be really kind of finding his feet at welterweight. It is quite hard to pick Buckley in fights, I always feel, because like he does have this kind of inconsistency about his career. Do you know what I mean? Like he seems to be on fucking flying form and then he goes downhill a little bit. But I do feel like that was a little bit of like middleweight. Like he picked up wins against like Jordan Wright and stuff like that, which are pretty good wins. Like considering, you know, Buckley was still, that was like his very early stages of his career. That was back in like 2020. So he was still trying to figure out his flow, and I feel like the big looping shots of Buckley are going to be a big task for Colby in this fight. Colby, I wouldn't exactly say he's chinny, but I don't think Colby moves his head at all. I don't think Colby Covington is going to have an overwhelming amount of success within the wrestling in this fight. I like Buckley's strength to be able to get back to his feet, and I like Buckley's takedown defense. I think Buckley is the better striker out of the two. Colby's got fast hands, but he has absolutely no power. Okay, absolutely no power. Colby will get takedowns in this fight. He definitely will. I can see Colby kind of getting like a, maybe, I feel like Colby might take the first of like a, it's a close first round, both are landing more shots. Maybe Buckley lands a big shot. Colby gets him down towards the end of the first and kind of holds him out there. Buckley not really needing to take the risk of, because this is a 5-rounder. That's going to help Covington. But this is on short notice for Colby. You know what I mean? How many short notice fights has Colby Covington really taken in his career? Very few. And this is really do or die for Colby, because he's had, I think it's 3 undisputed world title shots or something like that. You know, Usman twice and Leon Edwards. You get a crack at the interim belt as well. He won that in fairness. There's fucking not much left for him in this sport if he loses to Buckley of all people. Like if you lose to like someone like a Shavkat or a JDM or an Ian Gary, you know, they're kind of the hungry come-ups and stuff like that. But Joaquin Buckley isn't exactly the future of welterweight. Do you know what I mean? He's not exactly in that JDM, Ian Gary or Shavkat picture. He's kind of like one of those outside fighters that you will have to probably be on your best to beat him, but you probably will beat him. I always thought Buckley was kind of like that kind of a fighter. Obviously, he had that spinning KO kick, which was kind of the most viral thing in his career, and no dig in that. Like, it was a fucking insane KO, and you know, the dude is powerful and the dude is skillful. Okay, the dude is skillful. Joaquin Buckley has grown on me so much. I don't know what it is. Like, I used to just think he was an absolute twat. But he's actually he's grown on me, and I hope he does win this fight, to be honest with you, because I'm fucking sick of people like Colby at the top of the divisions. You know, they've really shafted him out with the top 5. He's number 6 now, so just keep him out of the fucking way. Like, to be quite honest with you, like let the new generation come up, and you know, it's not like this isn't Usman, okay, who's been one of the best welterweights ever, defended the belt, took Hamza on short notice, went fucking tooth and nail with Leon Edwards. This isn't like that, okay? This is Colby, who is so fucking... This is another year out the cage as well. And he's like getting old, okay? He looked old in his last fight. I don't see it for Colby Covington in this fight. He can win though. Like, I can see him winning in regards like edging close rounds with getting like a minute of the end of the round with a takedown, like getting Joaquin Buckley down in a close round and riding out the round with a takedown. That's kind of how I see Colby winning. I think Buckley's going to be able to get back to his feet, and I feel like Colby's going to find it hard to get him down. He's going to have to, because he's not going to be able to stand with him with that power. And I just see Buckley moving him back, landing maybe a jab or two, and then I see him cracking Colby with a big right over, when he's up against the cage. And that's going to be my prediction for this fight, is Joaquin Buckley by round 2 TKO up against the cage. This is going to be a good one, man. This is a big fight as well, because Colby is a big name and can slot right back in there with like an Ian Gary. Or the winner of this should really be fighting Ian Gary, or JDM or Brady. Like, there's so many options for the winner of this fight, and I'm looking forward to it. Let me know what you think of it down below. Thanks for watching.